Banh Xeo is another famous street food in Asia. It is very famous in these 4 countries in Vietnam, Cambodia, Thai, and Laos. You can find them at any open supermarket, on the street, even sometime on the way to the temple. The name of it is called Banh Xeo in Cambodian. It is like an egg omelette. Instead of using egg, we use rice flour and add some turmeric to get the yellow color. And today I will show you how to make this delicious Khmer Banh Xeo for you and your family at home. If you are new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button for more delicious homemade recipes. Okay, let's get started. In the next few clips, I will show you what you need to make this delicious Banh Xeo. For the batter part, you will need rice flour, some coconut milk, and turmeric, and a little bit of salt. For the filling, you will need some lean ground pork, some shrimp, onions, some cooking oil, some garlic, and for the roasted peanut, that is for the topping. And that is not done yet. We need some green onions, some mint, some salads, some carrots, cucumber, and some bean sprouts. I was supposed to release this Banh Xeo video after the homegrown bean sprouts. And because I was missing one clip, that is why I end up releasing the steamed pork bun instead. That was just a little story that I want you to know. But this bean sprouts is 3 days old and it looks so fresh. Okay, that's it about bean sprouts. The very first thing that you're going to do before doing anything else, you'll need to mix the batter for the Banh Xeo. 1 package of rice flour, and you can find this rice flour at any Asian grocery store. 3½ cup of water or 900 milliliters, ½ teaspoon of salt or 2 grams. In 1 can of coconut milk, there is 400 milliliters. Stir and mix the coconut well before you pour in 200 milliliters of coconut milk. The coconut milk that is in a can, usually the water and the coconut milk is separated, so you want to stir and mix well before you pour half of the coconut milk in. You can pour the whole can in, but for me I only use 200 ml. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. You can put only 1 teaspoon of turmeric, but I end up putting 1 more, so I will show you later. Stir and mix well. In the previous clip, I didn't add enough water, so I add some more water that is equal to 900 ml. And just like I mentioned, I add 1 more teaspoon of turmeric to get more yellow color. Stir and mix well. Cover it and you're going to let it sit at least an hour before you cook them. To eat the Banh Xeo, you need the sweet and sour fish sauce. So I'm going to show you how to make the sweet and sour fish sauce, and these are all the ingredients. I have made the video on how to make sweet and sour fish sauce. I will link in the description below. Here is 2 cups of boiling water that I let it cool down for 15 minutes. You don't want to use the room temperature water because we want to dissolve the sugar. 1 cup of sugar. You can also use freshly boiled water to dissolve the sugar, but that also means you have to wait at least 15 minutes for the liquid to cool down. I will tell you why later when it is time to add the garlic, the shallot, and the red chilies. Stir and dissolve the sugar. 1 tablespoon of salt. 1/3 cup of fish sauce. Stir and mix well. 1/4 cup of white vinegar. 1/4 cup of lime juice. Stir and mix well together. And now you could add in the red chili, the shallot, and the garlic. You want to add them last, and you want to add into the liquid that is more into room temperature. If you want to know more details on how to make sweet and sour fish sauce, you can check out one of my videos, and I will link in the description below. It have more details and you could make a better sauce. Now we just finished sweet and sour fish sauce. Next, we're going to clean up all the vegetables. The earlier you can clean up the vegetable, the better, because you want the vegetable to be dried. And the same thing with the bean sprout, you have to clean it and drain all the water out. If the bean sprout is too wet and then you put it into the banh xeo skin will break. And here is my homegrown bean sprouts. I already washed them, so I don't need to clean them again. And next, I'm going to shred some carrots. Carrots is optional, so if you want a nice color, you could put carrot, but you don't have to. Next, we're going to cut up some cucumbers. To get a really nice design, I'm using the Jillian pillar. With that, it makes the indent in the cucumber, and then when you cut them up, it has a really nice design. You can cut them in half, and then after you're going to thinly slice them. And the look, it should look like that. It looks really thin and it's easy to eat. And for the Jillian pillar, you could find it at any Asian grocery store. After you're done cutting up all the cucumbers, you can put them into a big tray. The salad and the mint, you want to shake most of the water out, and after put them into the tray. Now we finished with all the vegetable. Next, we're going to get all the ingredients ready for the ground pork. 6 cloves of finely chopped garlic. Put it in a mini bowl and leave it on the side for now. After that, we're going to slice some onions. I only use half of the large onions, but if you want to put the whole one, you could do that as well. Thinly slice the onions. And after, you're going to put them into the plate. Here is 200 grams of skinless deveined shrimps. You can cut them into 1/4-inch cube. You could also cut smaller or bigger, it's up to you. I also leave some whole shrimp, 200 grams. And next, we're going to make the sauce for the ground pork. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of sugar. And 1/2 teaspoon of fish sauce. Mix and combine all the ingredients together. Now we're going to cook the ground pork. Put some garlic oil, 2 tablespoons of garlic oil. Or you could use regular oil, that is okay. You can test out the oil if the oil is hot. Once it's hot, you could put in all the garlics. Fry the garlic until lightly brown before adding the meat. You're going to stir fry the ground pork on medium-high heat. Stir a little bit, and as you stir, add in all the sauce. And the sauce will stuck to the mini bowl. You can use the meat to rub it off. Stir fry the ground pork until it's almost fully cooked before you add in the sliced onions. The meat takes longer to cook, as for the sliced onion doesn't take that long to cook. So you want to fully cook the meat before add in the sliced onions. Cook it for a few minutes. It should be fast. The onions doesn't take that long to get softened. Once the sliced onion got softened, you could add in the shrimps. It doesn't take that long to cook the shrimp. You're going to stir fry it for 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Once the shrimp change color, the shrimp is fully cooked. Now you can pour it into a bowl and leave on the side for now. Next, we're going to cook the whole shrimp. Put 2 tablespoons of garlic oil or regular oil. Once the oil is hot, you could add in all the shrimps. And again, the shrimp doesn't take that long to cook. And add some salt, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can cook the shrimp about 40 seconds each side, and after that, the shrimp should be fully cooked. Put them into the bowl, and then after, we're going to slice them in half. Now you can slice the cooked shrimp in half. But if you don't want to slice them, you want to put the whole one, you could also do that as well. You could also use the raw shrimp and then put it into the pan as you cook the banh xeo. But I'm afraid that the shrimp may not fully cooked before the banh xeo get cooked. That's why I do this way. Next, we're going to cut up some green onion leaves to put in the banh xeo batter. You know why I cut it this way? Because I'm going to grow some green onion leaves. In the video that I make steamed buns, I actually use some green leaves of the green onion from this one that I grow. Okay, now you can thinly slice the green onions. You're going to slice some green onions, about 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons of green onions. I didn't want to put a lot of green onion leaves, but if you like, you could put more, and I only put about 2 tablespoons. Now you can put in all the sliced onion into the batter that we mixed earlier. Do you know why we have to pre-mix the batter before we cook the banh xeo? The rice flour needs to be soaked in the water so it expands, so that when you cook them, it's not clumped up together. If you were to freshly mix the batter and then right away cook them, the banh xeo will not turn out that good. Okay, now we got all the ingredients ready for us to make the banh xeo. We got our batter, bean sprout, I put some carrot as well, the ground pork filling, and some shrimps. You also need some non-stick pans and then some cooking oil. Now that we got all the ingredients ready, let's cook some banh xeo. In a hot pan, you're going to paint some cooking oil. After, you could swirl the hot oil around. Once the pan is hot, you're going to turn the heat to between number 7 and number 8. The very first thing you're going to do, you're going to put in some shrimps. And before you pour in the batter, you want to make sure you really stir it really well. Now you can take a big scoop of the batter, you're going to pour it into the pan. And once you pour the batter in, you should hear that sizzling noise. That's what you want. 1 big scoop should be enough, but if you need to fill in any area that is not covered the pan, you can do that too. And after, you're going to pick it up and turn it around like that. And after, you're going to cover it with the lid and cook it for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you can put in the bean sprouts and the carrots. After you put in the bean sprouts and the carrot, you could put in your protein. It doesn't have to be ground pork, it can be ground chicken. And after, you can cover it and cook it for 30 more seconds so the bean sprouts can get softened. After 30 seconds, you're going to open it, and after that, you're going to wait another 15 seconds. In the next few clips, I will explain why I do certain things, so just bear with me. Now you can close it, and you're going to put it into the big tray. And the way you want to take the banh xeo out, you want to slide it out, just like that. In the next few clips, I will show you some tips on how to make a really good banh xeo. There will be always some liquids in the cooked ground pork. When it is time for you to put the ground pork, to make sure to only put the ground pork, not the liquid. Any liquid that is in the banh xeo will break the banh xeo when it is time to scoop it up. Every single time that we close the lid, there will be moisture that is forming on top of the lid. To make sure that the banh xeo is not breaking, you want to make sure when you flip it up, you want to flip it up fast. You want to flip it in a way that there will be no moisture or water dripping back into the pan. And for the last time that you are opening the lid, you want to wait 15 seconds so the batter will curl all around. The reason you want to do that, so this way it will be crispy and also it will not stuck to the pan. And that is all the tips that I can give you from my experience. My mom is the one who told me about all these tips, and I like to share with you. And here in the next few clips, I can show you how to make a really good banh xeo. You could watch it. Okay, and that is all to it to making a really good banh xeo at home. There are two ways that you could eat the banh xeo. One way is to put the banh xeo in a big bowl and after put in all your vegetables. You can put some salad, some mint, some cucumber, and some roasted crushed peanuts. And the sauce that's supposed to go with it is the sweet and sour fish sauce. This sauce is a must in banh xeo. And if you like it spicy, you could put in some sriracha sauce or some red chili pepper. Or you can use the salad to wrap it, then after dip it into the fish sauce and eat it just like that. In the next few clips, you will see me how I can eat it that way. Okay, that is all to it to making a delicious banh xeo at home. I hope this video will help you to make a delicious banh xeo for you and your family at home. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends. And if you are new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button for more delicious homemade recipes. And also press the notification bell so you get notified for all my future videos. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye for now.